My book is available for pre-sale or pre-order on Ingram Spark. I just want to know, when I start promoting my book, can this be a location that people come in and to pre-order my book? Hey y'all, welcome back. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Books, Business, and Branding. If this is your first time, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. My name is Ashley M. King. I am a self-publishing strategist and I help people of faith tell their story through writing a book and leverage their message to create brands and not just book. And I will greatly appreciate the love by subscribing, liking if you find anything valuable in today's video. And so this is a follow-up video on perhaps one of my most popular videos right now, as far as how to put your book, how to have your book on Walmart.com, BarnesandNobles.com, Target.com, etc. And so I actually had someone reach out today to me and they scheduled a time to talk to me after seeing my videos. So very excited, looking forward to helping that person along their self-publishing journey. But I want to re-emphasize this particular point. Once you have uploaded your book to Ingram Spark, that does not automatically mean that your book will be in their bookshelves, right? It will be available on those different platforms as Barnes and Nobles, Target, Walmart.com, etc. Generally, 2 to 6 weeks after you have uploaded them to Ingram. And so I want today to talk about, creating a demand for your book. If you want your book to be on the shelves of the bookstore, you need to create a demand. Self-publishing is very popular because you're able to get your books out there immediately, right? You don't have to take 18 months to 2 years to have your book available. And especially if it's something, seasonal or something that ties into current events, having a book available 2 years after something has happened is ludicrous, right? So self-publishing is an amazing opportunity to get your books immediately into the hands of the reader. However, why some people are still drawn to traditional publishing is because they have those connections, they have those resources to get your book into, on the shelves of the bookstores. They have those connections with the wholesale buyers or the procurement team at, Walmart or Target, because they have a track record to say, hey, we believe so strongly in this author that, they're going to sell 50,000 or 100,000 copies, the first print. Our first print run is 50, 100,000 copies. And, we're going to have them on a, US. I know it doesn't necessarily work like that, but since they have a track record, it's like, our goal is to get them on, New York Times, US Weekly, all those different reports. And so because they have that track record, that is why some authors are still, drawn to them. Of course, the royalties, not necessarily the royalties, but the upfront payment, depending on how you negotiate all of that. So also I brought up the big publishers because they have a marketing strategy. And a lot of times us as self-published authors, we forget, we neglect creating a marketing strategy for our books. And each book can be different. Maybe you want to use the same marketing strategy, but typically the marketing strategy is going to work for all of your books. Like I'm mainly known for nonfiction Christian books. I am working on a psycho thriller. Very outside the box for me, but I just went on a trip, one of our anniversary trips in this town, and it just kind of read psycho thriller to me. And so the idea just came to mind and something I'm working on. So very excited. What I have done with my Christian nonfiction isn't going to work with this psycho thriller, right? Those are two different readers, the audience, and everything of that nature. So I'm going to share my screen with you all and show you even what Ingram Spark has on their website. All right, so let's get to this. All right, so if you go to Ingram Spark, or let me correct that, once you have uploaded to your, once you are in the process of uploading to Ingram Spark, it's going to ask you for your publication date and your on sale date, right? Most of the times, if your book is already out, you're going to go ahead and put it's available now. However, if you, the purpose of, if you want your books on the actual shelves of a bookstore or retailer, is that you want to create demand, right? You want them to see that, hey, I already got 10,000 orders for this book. Go ahead and put it on your bookshelf, right? So your publication date and on sale date, here it says is the birthday of the book, and the on sale date is that the retailer are not allowed to sell your book before this date. Ingram Sparks here in bold says, if you remember one thing from this article, is that your publication date and on your sale date should be the same. For example, if your publication date is January 1st, your on sale date should be January 1st as well. But you're like, okay, Ashley, doesn't make sense. I want to offer pre-sales. The beautiful thing about Ingram is that you can offer your publication date, on sale date up to 365 days in advance. That is one whole year. So let's just say you're in the final stages. Your book isn't complete. You're in the final stage. You do have the book cover. You can kind of go ahead, upload it, start promoting it, right? And you can upload it here to Ingram, and whatever today's date, you're going to push it out a 1 year, 8 months from now. And I'm going to go over the time frame because Ingram has them here as far as the time frame for retailers and bookstores, right? So let's just say you're going to push it out a year from whatever the date is that you're in the process of uploading your book. Right. And so this is where you want to have your beta readers. You want to have your marketing team, everything that you have in place to garner these pre-sales, your email list. You want to get those things geared up, right? So here, pre-sales by traditional publishers range from 6 to 9 months long. Indie authors and publishers opt for maybe a 3 to 6 month pre-sale. So that means that your book is uploaded to Ingram platform and enabled for distribution 3 to 6 months before the publication date. So here, when you're choosing the length, please keep in mind of your sales strategy, right? National chains such as Barnes and Nobles within the US, they start ordering 6 months before their publication date. And independent bookstores start ordering around 3 to 4 months in advance. That means as a self-published author, you need to be mindful of those dates, right? I have a lot of people that are like, hey, I want my book to be out in the next, 2.5, 3 months. We can do that. However, if your goal is to get, on the bookstores prior to publication, there needs to be a strategy. You need to create on demand. You need to create a demand for your book. Now, that does not mean that even if your book is already published, that you can't create a demand. As you see here, my book, You Got This Mama, A Tribute to New and Expecting Moms, is available on barnesandnobles.com, right? I uploaded my book, and as Ingram Sparks said, it is available 2 to 6 weeks after I have uploaded. Now, if you saw my previous video, I have, an issue going on right now. So hopefully by the time you are seeing this video, this issue that I have with Ingram has been corrected and resolved and whatnot. So let's check this out. All right, guys, so I'm on walmart.com, and the Spanish copy of my book is on here. I'm very excited for that. And like you see, it's a hardcover. I'm also excited because I was looking on the page and I see another author's book that I was able to help, and I see that her book is on this page, so it's super dope. So as you see here, we went over this is Walmart, Barnes and Nobles. I don't see that it's on Target. And I can't remember exactly when I did it, so I'm assuming it's still within that 2 to 6 weeks time frame. And so Target is perhaps one of the latest to accept that copy of the book. So even though it's already there, let's say your book is already out, you can create a demand. You could simply take that link of your book on barnesandnobles.com and simply send it out to your email list, post it on social media, create that demand so that, you know, once Barnes and Noble is like, okay, what is this book that's selling, you know, where typically, you know, if it's a lot of sales from this particular book, they may look at where most of the sales are coming from and may just decide to order some books for that local area. All right, so prior, let's just say you have uploaded your book, you are trying to garner sales, right? You're trying to garner sales for your book. One, you want to think about your email list. Hopefully, as an author, you have been collecting email lists, you have been collecting emails to build your email list. How do you do that? Post on social media, on your website, offer a freebie, offer a a sample one chapter, or kind of do some behind the scenes, you know, maybe if you have a Patreon account and you are really engaging with your audience to give them content that they will not get within the book, you know. So you want to give them something to look forward to prior to this book, something that, you know, is a little extra, because people are giving you their information, a way to contact them. You want to give them something special. So your email list, posting on social media, going live, networking. I know these are kind of like all old school, but that is one way you want to kind of build your list, I guess your demand for it. Another way is, you know, a grassroots campaign, right? In your local city, let's just say Atlanta, Georgia. You start marketing, you start promoting your book in your local city, creating demand. You perhaps want to go into your local bookstore, let them know, hey, I am a local author. I have published a book. It is available on Ingram Spark for pre-order. You want to let them know that, because if your book is not on Ingram Spark, they can't necessarily place an order for it. So it has to be on Ingram Spark to go in, let them know, hey, I'm a local author. My book is available for pre-sale or pre-order on Ingram Spark. I just want to know, you know, when I start promoting my book, can this be a location that people come in and to pre-order my book? I can't think of a bookstore right now that would say no. Especially after COVID, you know, inflation, how things are going. A bookstore probably like, yes, please. How can we work this out? What's this partnership looking like? Okay, so you want to create a relationship with it doesn't have to be one bookstore. It could be your local bookstores. Create that type of demand. So when you are, you know, going live on your social media platforms, or if you are able to garner some press with a local radio station, you could say, hey, go to the book, you know, your local bookstore, the bookstore on 29th and 10th, whatever. And, you know, place your order there. They are available for pre-order. And don't neglect your own website, right? You want to, once again, you know, if you are collecting emails, when you are having this press, when you are doing blog posts and different things like that, you can direct them to your own website. And then if you know that you personally have an order for 500 copies, you can order 500 copies of your book from Ingram Spark and ship it out on your own, or you can have your book shipped individual, you know, you can ship the books from Ingram to that individual. Now that may cost more because of Ingram handling fees and everything in that nature. However, it's an option. It can be done. Let's just simply say that. So you just want to think about the different ways that you can create a demand. So one, if by chance you have some kind of network that knows of a buyer of Walmart, of Target, Barnes and Nobles, of a big retailer, and your book is available on Ingram, hey, work that. That's what the big publishers do. You know, hey, they have those connections. However, if you do not, which I assume most of us do not, then you want to create a demand. You want to show these retailers, you want to show these bookstores why your book should be on their shelves. And that's because you've done your work. You have created the demand. People are going into their local bookstores and requesting this. Now, I'm gonna say you probably no. I don't know how it's gonna work on a Walmart and Target if they're going to and request it, simply because they're not solely books. You know, a bookstore is mainly that. Now, if you by chance have that connection with the buyer and they can go in and see that, hey, a local books or several bookstores have ordered large quantities of pre-ordering this book, then they should perhaps do it for that local store. Hey, cool. However you want to work that out. But the point is, just because you upload your book to Ingram, Spark, doesn't mean that it's going to be on the bookshelves. As you saw, my book is available at, was that Barnes and Noble? It's available on barnesandnobles.com, right? And so maybe on the other retailers, I did check, they aren't uploaded just yet. On the other retailers, you should probably be able to go there and order that book. However, if I want my book to be actual on the bookshelves, then I would want to start a grassroots campaign with my local bookstore with and say, hey, you know, I'm a local author. I'm promoting my latest book. Do you mind if, you know, we do some book readings here and I have people pre-order or now that it's out, I have people order the book. Or if it's already out, hey, do you mind going ahead and order, you know, 50 or 100 copies of this book so it's available to people that come in as I do this reading, you know, work that out. It's all about networking, communicating, getting your word, the word out there about your book. All right. So I hope I covered everything. I hope this video helped you. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making a part 3 to this if y'all want it. So make sure you create a demand for your book, your email list, social media, posting, networking with bookstores, networking with corporate execs that are the buyers of these big companies. You know, leave no stone unturned, as they say. All right, so I hope that it helped y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost track during the video and I felt like I was rambling, but I know I got the point across. I hope I just covered everything. All right, so I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, I am Ashley M. King, aka the Get It Done Queen, and I help people of faith tell their story by writing a book and leveraging their message to create brands and not just books. I put my information at the bottom, but please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, leave some feedback. Let me know the type of content you all want to see so I can create that for y'all. Have a blessed day.